all having a great day. Another FRS video. So I'm just trying to get this thing kind of like okay running shape. Again, it needs a new clutch, it needs a lot of new things. But last time I showed you guys how to do a couple things. And we've been doing this a lot. I mean, we're going back and forth on this. The first thing that we did, this is gonna be the third, hopefully final video on this, was we installed the new cruise control. I showed you guys how to do that. The second thing we did was we installed a new clock spring, and it's inside of here. I showed you guys how to do that. Now, since none of the, well, I needed one. If you watch all the videos, I needed one, needed the other, and now this should be the final piece. This just came in. This is the most expensive piece. Has a Subaru part number. Look at that, of course it does. This is the actual steering wheel angle sensor. And I had to end up buying a new one, and here it is. This thing is like $330. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money. So reason why I'm replacing that today, and it says do not drop on it, so let's make sure we don't drop it, is because when I have my car in here and I turn it on, what's currently happening is that the ABS and then the traction control light don't go off. And that's the issue that I'm having right now. And I ran the codes on it, and the codes say on here, I think everything pretty much goes away, that that's the sensor that we're having the issue with, which is inside of here. So that being said, let's shut the car back off. Once again, disconnect the battery, pull this airbag off, and I'm gonna show you guys how to replace that. And hopefully it replaces that and we can get these two buttons to work here. That's my goal. That's what I'm trying to accomplish right now. Okay, again, first things first, disconnect the battery. Man, we've been here before a lot of times. I love how easy it is to work on this car though. It's super simple. Once the battery is disconnected, we're gonna remove that airbag. I've already showed you guys how to do that, so let's pop that off real quick. Okay, for the third time, airbag is off. Let's go ahead and remove the steering wheel. I believe you can just unclick this guy right here. That's that cruise control. And then the steering wheel, we'll go ahead and we'll pull it off now. So all we gotta do for that is take that 17 millimeter. Once again, steering wheel off. I'm probably gonna be able to do this in less than 1 minute. To be honest, this video could be 1 minute. Let's go ahead and take the little cowling cover plastics off, lefty-loosey with the Phillips head on both of those. Okay, so that's off. Again, now this is the clock spring. We replaced a new one of these. Be very gentle with it. Subaru, again, man, Subaru's everywhere. All we gotta do is pull that off and unplug these three, and then we're gonna be installing this very, very expensive sensor. Very expensive. Okay, it's off. I'm getting pretty efficient at that. 3 clips there. Pull the 3 clips around the clock spring. Here's the clock spring. So I did use the OEM sensor behind it, and you can see that sensor in there. The reason it comes with a little bit of lube is because we're going to put a little bit of grease around there. So let's go ahead and pull that off now and install the new one. Okay, here is the new one. So all I did was pop it off and then click it back in. I used a little bit of the grease it came with. And let's make sure not to drop this. Now let's go ahead and reinstall the new clock spring and that new steering angle sensor. And I think that this should work. We might have to reset some codes, but I'm feeling that this is the final boss here. Okay, let's click back in. So here, here, and here, it clicked back in. I did the 3 bottom clicks. Again, we've been here before because we just did the clock spring. So if you need to know how to do clock spring, check out the video before. If you need to know how to do cruise control, check out the video before that. Let's put the cowling back together and then put the wheel back on. Okay, hopefully for the third and final time, we have to reassemble. We get to reassemble this. Let's go ahead and grab the 10 millimeter on the battery, and then hopefully we fix this and we can see if we can go play around with the VS and the VSC and the Sport and the on and off. Hopefully that works. So I've heard that this is a pain and it doesn't go away. You guys want to, let's share some joy together. You ready? 3, 2, 1. ABS traction control. ABS traction control. You guys ready? Oh, sweet, amazing work. Let's go. Fixed it. So third time. Gosh, I really didn't want to do this part. This right here was $330 for an OEM one. That's a lot of money, but hey, it worked. So now we have that VS, look at that, so we can play with that. The traction control off. Cool, good job, Mitch. So yeah, just needed a new part. This is crazy that the sensor went bad. I think the codes were like 1031 or 1231 and 1201. I'll have to look at the codes. I will link this part down below so you guys can buy it, and the part number. It's expensive, but hey, we fixed it. If your not cruise control, oh, maybe the cruise control will work now. You wanna see? Ah, that's new too, and we have cruise control. Wow. Yeah, okay, so let's review all the issues. The first one is the traction control light, and the other one stayed on the entire time, which is not good. So those stayed on the entire time. The cruise control is the main issue. I wanted cruise control on the way home. It was like a 150-mile drive back, and I wanted cruise control, and it didn't work. So that was my number one fix. Like, I want cruise control. So I got the cruise control little wire, or the actual cruise control with the wire. Didn't fix it. Then I went and said, then it said online it could be a clock spring, so we got a new clock spring. And then I ended up getting the steering wheel angle sensor, which is what this is, and it fixed it. So third time's a charm. There's two codes that you get. It's I'll link them. I'll put them in the comments down. I'll put them below. If you have that on your FRS, BRZ, or 86, more than likely it's this thing right here, steering wheel angular sensor. Now it's crazy because it doesn't look like it went bad. It doesn't look bad, but it is. And they usually don't have this little clear plastic on. I put the one from the box back on, but hey, we fixed it. I'm gonna throw that one away. It's a bad part. It's like a MAF sensor. Sometimes they just go bad and you just want to get a new OEM one. So let's go drive around a little bit more without those lights on. I still have the airbag on the sensor. There's actually, I don't know if I'll do a video for it, but there's actually a box or something in here, and it has a memory of if an airbag has gone. And that being said, it probably triggered on here from when maybe a tree fell on it or whatever. That being said, I need to have that probably reset. So that'll be my goal next, so that the airbag light comes off. But, and then the tire pressure sensor thing. So besides the tire pressure, let's close the door. There's a light off. Let's put the seatbelt on. Because I went from a crazy Christmas tree into almost no lights. Brake, okay, now the brake, right? Brake. And technically, I only have one light on now, which is the airbag, which is good. I mean, that makes me happy, right? That makes me really happy. So sweet, that's good news. Hard work paid off. Okay, so again, I think it feels better. It doesn't feel like it's in limp mode or anything. Still needs a new clutch. It slips. Get some tire pressure, get that thing gone. And then I think I'm gonna keep the original FRS wheels for a little while. We're gonna paint them black. That'll be coming soon. All I need to do now is just reset that airbag, and then I got no more lights, and we're perfect, which is, there was a lot on here, so I'm really glad I got rid of them all. No check engine light, nothing. There is no more. The only thing that's on there is that airbag, so I'll reset that module, and then we'll be good to go. So now, besides that, I feel like I can maybe start modding this a little bit. It needs a clutch, so I might do a clutch by myself soon. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We might do that real soon. Okay, so we're gonna just to be in normal mode. I don't want to rush the gearing, but we'll send it right now. Let's now do the VS Sport. So we'll put that one on, and then we'll go back down in a second and see if that makes it faster. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. That does feel a little bit quicker. That's kind of cool. Okay, and then red line riser. So let's hit the off button. Well, that's the traction control. Okay, so he said hold both of them. So I'm gonna hold both of them, and then the VS Sport will, I think will come. Oh yeah, traction control is completely off now. So this, I think, will let the rear end slide a little bit. So let's try it back in a second here, and let's feel this. I don't know, I think the sport mode might be a little bit faster. One of the things that's interesting about this car is it does fall on its face. It's like having a small turbo that spools up and then no top end turbo. Yeah, I don't know, it's definitely needs some, to me, the most exciting part is like 5,000 to 6,000 RPM, but the 7, and we should turn the light on, let's turn the light on. There you go. 7, I think it redlines right up there. That highest RPM up there definitely feels like it falls on its face. Let's try one more time real quick here. And then in 3, 2, 1, go. Now that's pretty, yeah, like, just when it gets right up to 7, like 7 to 8 grand, I think it redlines at like 7,800 or something right around there, 7,400. There's no power up there, so it's definitely the power on the low end. It's a different feeling. It's not like a 2ZZ or a VTEC where the higher you rev it, the more exciting it gets. But it's still fun. Definitely feels better. Let's just turn all those off. There we go, and we're back in normal mode. It definitely feels better. It felt like at one point that the I don't think it was in limp mode, but it kind of felt like it was in limp mode. So I'm gonna go to a little parking area, wrap up this video, and but yeah, it's better now. Okay, so I feel really accomplished. I'm glad that I got that done. If you're having the same issues, that's probably what it's gonna be. It comes up with 2 codes. They're linked down below. The part for this is down below. If you're trying to make the traction control to work again, this is probably your issue. There's also could be a speed sensor. I thought it maybe was one of those. I just wanted to do everything on the steering wheel first, especially since those 2 codes, the most common was the steering angle position sensor, steering angle position sensor. So I got a new one of those. Unfortunately, it was $300, but it's fixed. It's worth it. The cruise control works. I'm really happy. Let's go and do one thing that I've been wanting to do. I wasn't gonna do this and remove the cruise control until I actually got that fixed. But hey, I feel that I can now remove this off of here. Ta-da, brand new. Look at that, because it works. So I'm really happy with that. What we're gonna do now is, well, you guys already see it. I'm gonna do some drive-bys, some flybys real quick with it, and then show you what it drives like in the car. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe. I'm loving the FRS. This is a really, really good platform. I can see why it sold so well, and there's so many of them, and they're still making this platform. It's a really good platform. I'm gonna be doing a lot of mods to it. Again, the main purpose of this is to make it look pretty and then have my fiance daily drive it, because she always wanted one, and it gets really good gas mileage, like really, really good gas mileage. So that's my goal. And then, you know, maybe after owning it for a year or 2, we'll throw a turbo kit on there or something like that. Once this is all good to go, I got a part coming for the MR2. Hopefully I fix the MR2. Once the MR2 is out of the garage, I'm gonna finish the garage flooring back in the CELICA and start working on the CELICA, and then we're good to go. Now we'll start the turbo CELICA. So like, I know it's August, so I'm thinking like September 1 or something like that, we'll start the turbo CELICA. The first video will be like removing like the bumper and all that stuff, and the second video we're moving all that, and then start the install. Probably like 4 or 5 parts. It did come with a tune on the CELICA, so we should run that tune for a little bit. If it doesn't run good, there is a piggyback that I can tune on it, so we'll have to run that tune. But it'll be really, really fun to have a turbo CELICA GTS. That'll be my baby. That'll be probably my daily driver. I'm excited to do that. And then of course we'll get the Evo back on the channel once this is all done. And again, I think I have all 4 cylinders and then 1 V8, the Tundra. I hope you guys enjoy the Tundra as well. Like, subscribe, swing by MrDore.com. I'm gonna do tons of little mods on this, show you guys how-tos, just lots of videos. Make sure to like and subscribe. See you guys on the next video.